Hey Carly, hope you're doing well today, and thanks for inquiring to receive your free Google ranking audit. My name is Brady Hughes. I'm the founder of our local-based marketing agency up in Queensland called Flowrise. And essentially, what we do at Flowrise is we work alongside all types of local companies all across Australia to get businesses ranked right at the top of the local Google Maps search results. So, in this video, obviously, you inquired, I think, sometime at the start of this week. I did reach out to you on Instagram to see if you'd be free for a call sometime this week, but I never got a response back, so that's totally fine. So I'm going to put together this quick 10-minute video that's going to outline a couple of things. It's going to outline where you're currently ranking on Google. It's going to outline your competitors, who's beating you, what they're doing better than you. I'll give you 3 actionable steps that you can take today to rank your business higher on Google. It's not going to guarantee to get your business ranked at the top, but it will definitely improve your rankings. So just 3 quick and easy fixes that you can take today. And then at the end of the video, I'll explain exactly how we do this, for other companies, and how we can guarantee to get all of the businesses that we work with into the top 3 on Google Maps within 90 days. So that's our guarantee, right? So let's get right into it. Now, before I explain, 3 things that you can do to rank higher and where you're currently ranking, all that, I just want to outline the importance of ranking in the top 3. Maybe one reason why it's so important to rank in the top 3 in Google Maps when people are searching up your services is because they're the ones that are getting paid, right? They're the ones that are getting the calls, getting all the inquiries, and obviously getting all the customers, right? So what I've done is I've searched up a couple of different key search terms. So the first one I searched up was eyelash training in Tullamarine, which is obviously the suburb that you're based in. And obviously because, Tullamarine is quite small, it's not huge, you guys rank right at the top. But how many people realistically would just be searching up eyelash training in Tullamarine? Not too many, right? So if you're wanting to actually attract a lot more customers, I would suggest trying to rank higher for a more broad key search term, something like eyelash training in Melbourne, for example, right? So I've done that as well. I've searched up eyelash training in Melbourne. And as you can see here, you guys are not in the top 3. And the reason why it's so important to rank in the top 3, like I said, is because the top 3 get paid. That's where all the customers go. It's a proven fact that more than 75% of, customers click on the top 3 or one of the top 3 search results before they even bother looking down below. And the reason for that is because if I'm searching up for any service near me or any service in Melbourne, for example, Google Maps always shows me the top 3 results in this thing here called the Google Map Pack. So obviously disregard this one here because that's a sponsored post. That means they're running Google ads. But organically, Google Maps always shows me or shows anyone the top 3 Google Maps results, all right? So that's why it's so important to get your business ranked in the top 3, because without being in the top 3, you're not in this Google Map Pack. So for people to actually find your business, they would either need to click on more businesses here, or they will need to click on the maps button up at the top here. That's how they would find you. All right, so now that you know the importance of ranking in the top 3, I just want to show you a quick heat map that I've generated. So this heat map shows you, a small distance, a small radius in Melbourne. So essentially the distance between each of these circles that you see on this grid is about 2.5 kilometers. I've used the key search term eyelash training. So essentially when people are searching up eyelash training near me in these different locations, this is just showing your ranking level in these different locations when people are searching up eyelash training near me, right? So as you can see here, in this middle, you're doing quite well, right? So that's your business is located somewhere around there. So when people are searching up eyelash training in this middle section, you're ranking at the top. So you're ranking quite well. But then as you start broadening out, those rankings drop right off the ball game. And then ideally, I would say most of your customers would be coming from Melbourne City, I can assume. And I can assume that you would want to be ranking at the top of Google for Melbourne as a whole and not just in Tullamarine area. So now that you know where you're currently ranking and who's kind of beating you and the importance of ranking in the top 3, I'm going to move on to 3 actionable steps that you can take today to rank a little bit higher, right? So based off your website, so I had a look at your website, and just first, straight off the bat, the first thing that I noticed is that your header 1, so this is your header 1 right here, right? So that's your main heading, right? So that's not SEO optimized at all. So Lash Addict Lashes, that's your company name. But you don't want to have your company name as a header 1. You want to include your key service term and then your key location term. So for your instance, it would be, eyelash training in Melbourne, or, Melbourne's trusted eyelash training services or something like that, right? Where you're including your key service term. So what people are actually searching up. So eyelash training, and then also your key location term. So you would say Melbourne, right? So instead of your company name as a header one, you would have eyelash training in Melbourne. So that's step number one, just simply changing the header one. That's going to improve your rankings just by doing that. And then you also want to make sure that you're having a header two. So step number two would be including a header two. So like a subheading, right? So instead of just having your header one, you would have your header one, and then underneath that, you would have a subheading as well. And then the subheading would simply be, it would also include your key service listing and then your key location listings, but you also want to include some trust building factors in there as well. So it could be something like trusted by locals across Melbourne, or trusted by locals across, and then you can mention some different suburbs, right? So you want to include a little bit of a trust factor in there. Your header two wants to be a little bit longer than your header one. So it's going to be header one would be eyelash training in Melbourne. And then underneath that, you would have in smaller, lowercase writing, you would have, trusted by locals across Melbourne or something like that, right? Where you're including those key service terms, key location terms, and also including that trust factor in there. So that's super important. And then third, I'm not going to mention anything more on the website. There's obviously a few more tweaks that I would make on the website. But yeah, if you just change the header one and then you add in that trust building header two, just by doing that alone on the website, you're going to improve your rankings, right? Now, by looking on your Google Maps profile, obviously I noticed that you've got all of your basic contact details filled out. You've got your address, you've got phone number, you've got opening hours, you've got your website connected, you've got your directions, all that good stuff. So that's very, very good. And you've got your Google reviews. You're getting pretty decent Google reviews. You also have your little description here, but you want to make sure that your description is more SEO optimized. So instead of just having this one-liner description, eyelash extension training, eyelash extensions, lash lifts, lash supplies, that doesn't really make sense at all. You want to make sure that your Google business profile description is actually makes sense. You want to actually have a proper paragraph with, keywords, so key service terms and key location terms. Right here, you've got your key service terms, but you don't have any key location terms. You don't have Melbourne or Tullamarine, for example. So you want to actually have a dedicated paragraph that aligns with what you say on the website as well. So you can kind of something super simple that you can do is copy and paste your website, put it into ChatGPT or any other AI tool, and then tell it to spit out an SEO optimized Google business profile description for you, and then just paste that in there. And most 9 times out of 10, it's going to be quite good. It's definitely going to be better than the one that you currently have. So that's just 3 quick and easy things that you can do today. That's going to definitely improve your rankings. Obviously, there's a lot more things that we would do to make sure that you're ranked in the top 3 when people are searching up, eyelash training in Melbourne, for example. But just by doing these 3 quick and easy things that shouldn't take any more than 10 minutes, you can expect to improve your Google rankings today. So yeah, I'll just want to clarify. Header 1, make sure that's SEO optimized. So something like Melbourne eyelash training or eyelash training in Melbourne. Header 2, you want to make sure that that's included and also include that trust building sector in there as well. And then make sure that the Google business profile description is more SEO optimized as well and actually makes sense when people read it, right? So like I said at the start of the video, we do this for all types of local companies across Australia. Our guarantee for all of the businesses that we work with is to get your business ranked in the top 3 on Google Maps in 90 days for your dedicated city. So for example, for you, our guarantee would be getting your business ranked in the top 3 when people are searching up eyelash training in Melbourne. All right. So obviously we can guarantee that within 90 days. And the way we do that is we optimize your Google business profile. So we would make sure that everything on your Google business profile is set up in a way and managed in a way that's going to rank you higher. So we would manage your Google reviews as well. We'd make sure that you're getting more consistent, good Google reviews. And we've got some automations that we can set up for that. We would also just make sure that everything is set up, like your category listings, your service listings, your descriptions, your images, things like that. We would post daily, weekly updates for you as well in the little update section. And then the second thing we would do is we'd optimize the SEO, like the keywords on your website. That's going to play a huge role in ranking higher. So obviously I just mentioned your header 1 and header 2 in this video, but there's a lot more things that we would do on every single page of your website to make sure that it's all SEO optimized. And then the last thing that we do is we set up your backlinks and citations. So we get your business registered on things like local search, Apple Maps, Bing Maps, Google Assistant, Siri, Yellow Pages, things like that, right? So by doing these 3 things, by optimizing your Google business profile and managing that, and by optimizing your website and then setting up those backlinks and citations, that's how we can guarantee to get your business ranked in the top 3 within 90 days. So obviously we do charge a fee for this. Our fee, so we got 2 different pricing plans for that. we have either $397 per month across the 3 months, or you can pay the entire thing upfront, so the entire 90 days upfront for only $997. So it ends up being about $200 cheaper. So yeah, if this does interest you, let me know. Reply back to the email or send me a text on Instagram and let me know which pricing plan you want to go with. But even if you don't want to, even if that's not the right decision for you right now, that's totally fine. Let me know if you found this valuable. I hope you did. And it would be greatly appreciated if you could leave us a quick Google review. I'll leave the link down in the email below. But yeah, essentially, let me know if you found this video helpful. And if you would like to work alongside of us, that's pretty cool as well. And let me know. Cheers.